Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at one of the most underrated players in the entire National Hockey League, New York Rangers center, Vincent Trocheck. I think for what this guy brings, he does not get talked about near enough, and he's honestly a great two-way center. He can kill penalties. He can do a lot for this team. He's good in the power play, good at even strength. He can score. He can defend. He's a great overall centerman, and especially in the draws, he is one of the best in the entire National Hockey League as well. So we're going to take a look at kind of why he's so good and what he brings to this Rangers team and why he's so important and why I truly do think he's one of the most underrated players in the entire National Hockey League. Taking a look here, though, at his contract, he signed it back in 2022 on July 13th. And honestly, when you take a look at this contract, it was a 7-year deal worth $5.625 million per year. That's the cap hit. And if we're being honest here, that is a great deal for what this guy brings. He is a true number 2 center. He is a great two-way guy, good offensively, good defensively. He can kill penalties. He's good in the draws. But for this contract especially, I think it is very cheap. I mean, obviously he's not a guy who's going to be making $9, $10, $11 million per season either way. But I think for right now, if he hit unrestricted free agency, let's say this offseason, he'd definitely be a lot closer to that $7.5, $8 million mark. And that's why I think having a guy like this locked up long-term for the Rangers is so beneficial. And it does become a modified no-trade clause in 2025, 2026. So if the Rangers do end up wanting to move him down the road, they can. And with the cap going up as much as it's going to for the next couple of seasons, I think this deal is honestly going to look like one of the best in the entire league. And carrying on here and taking a look at the faceoffs now, so far this season, Vincent Trocheck has pretty much been the best faceoff taker in the entire National Hockey League. Now you take a look at all the players with minimum 600 faceoffs taken so far this season, he leads all those players in win percentage with a 62.1. You take a look at the second place guy, John Tavares, with a 60.5. Sidney Crosby in third place with a 59.6. And in fourth place, Sean Monahan with a 57.7. He is almost 5% up on the fourth place guy in the entire league with at least 600 faceoffs taken. That is a pretty crazy number to take a look at. So obviously he's a very talented player, and being this good on the draws is definitely a very valuable thing to have. And having a guy like this who's this good on the draws, being able to be on the penalty kill and on the power play is definitely beneficial to have. I mean, he's going to win the faceoff well over half the time, and that is definitely something good to have. Because you're on the power play, right? You want to win that draw back to have control in their zone. On the penalty kill, you want to win that puck back so you can clear it out. So obviously being able to win draws, especially on special teams, is a big advantage. And taking a look here at what Vincent Trocheck has done so far this season points-wise with the Rangers, he has 43 games played, 43 points, 14 goals, 29 assists. And when you take a look at the primary assists he's had so far this season, 23 out of the 29 assists total this season have been primary ones, and only 6 have been secondary. So that is definitely a nice thing to see. Obviously, both assists are valuable to have, and obviously sometimes, making that pass to Panarin and Panarin making that beautiful pass over to Lafreniere who buries it, that's obviously beneficial. But for the most part, getting primary assists is a lot nicer to see than secondary ones as well. Taking a look now at the even strength points among all New York Rangers players. Right now, Vincent Trocheck is in second place with 27 in 43 games played. The top guy is, of course, Artemi Panarin, who's just been a monster this year, having 34 even strength points in 43 games played. But still, that is a good thing to see, that it's not like he's some power play merchant where he's getting most of his points on the power play. He's doing a lot of it at even strength, which is definitely a very good sign. Especially when you consider the Rangers do have an issue at scoring 5-on-5 for the most part. I think having a guy like this who clearly is getting most of his points at even strength is definitely nice to see. Taking a look here at his Cory and Fenwick percentages, right now this season so far, he has a 61% Cory and a 60% Fenwick. And you take a look at the last couple of years, it's pretty much around what it's kind of been. I mean, last year had a 59 Cory and a 60 Fenwick. The year before that had a 59 and 59, then a 59 and 59 again, and then a 56 and 56. So overall, it's pretty much around kind of where it's been for the most part the last, 3-4 years. But that's definitely a good sign there. Obviously, he's not going down at all. It's going up, and that is a good sign. Once he got to the Rangers, it seems like he has kind of found a whole nother level to his game from Carolina and Florida, where he's obviously been in the past. So it is nice to see that he's come here and has kind of really upped his game overall, I think. And taking a look here at some other stats, so far this season, Vincent Trocheck has 61 hits in 43 games played. Compared to last year, 182 hits. Isn't going to quite reach that total, I don't think, but still not doing too bad at all. And taking a look here at the block shots, so far this season, he has 39 block shots compared to last year where he had 44, and the year before that had 46. His previous career high in block shots was way back in 2017 when he had 55. So I would imagine he's probably going to have a new career high this year in block shots, which is definitely a very nice thing to see. Taking a look, though, at his takeaways and giveaways, so far this season, he has 25 takeaways, 22 giveaways, and 12 defensive zone giveaways. So not too bad there with the takeaways and giveaways, but the defensive zone giveaways is going to be pretty high compared to last year where he had 19 total. This year he already had 12, so he's more than likely going to surpass that, but I wouldn't imagine by too much, so not too bad overall. I think this guy is a great player, though, and like I said, I truly do think he is one of the most underrated players in the entire National Hockey League. Anyways, though, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please smash the like button. Don't forget to comment down below your guys' thoughts on this video, and also comment down below your guys' thoughts on whether or not you do think Vincent Trocheck is truly one of the most underrated players in the entire NHL. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next one. Bye.